My next tip, oh man, it's not even a tip. I guess it's just a statement. Con crunch is a lie. It's a damn lie. Con crunch sucks. Ugh, I can't speak for anyone else but me. Like, and what is con crunch is what it sounds like. It's right before a convention or a con, you are crunching to get everything done that you need to get done before you can go to this convention. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, when I'm in con crunch, it means that I did not prepare properly for this convention. It means I probably procrastinated and I have very little time to get a whole lot done, and there is nothing fun about that situation for me. I just don't like con crunch because it's not going to represent my best work. I don't want to get caught up in, I think that sometimes it can be kind of dangerous being caught up in like, my costume has to be perfect in order for me to wear it. That ends up being the problem with me a whole lot of times. If I don't wear a new costume, it's because I felt like it wasn't just right. And that's more harmful to me than it is helpful. And it takes a lot of fun out of it. But when it comes to con crunch, there's too much compromising that I have to do. If I started off with a concept for a costume that was over the top and extravagant and extra and had crystals from my head all the way down to my feet, I definitely don't have time to implement that the night before a con or the morning of a con or the hour before the con in the hotel room D23 2015. Whatever the ridiculous version of the costume is that I saw in my head when I first said that I wanted to wear it, that's what I want to bring to life, not some compromised version. Con crunch is also stressful because there's no greater fear for me than feeling that I'm not going to get my costume done. My anxiety kicks in. I'm not a nice person. I get snappy. I'm not proud of any of this. Nothing about it is fun. Like all of the joy and the fun for me, part of it is in actually building the costume pieces, especially if it's something that I haven't done before as an artist. Part of the challenge isn't with the sewing, but when it comes to actually building the different props and stuff, I really enjoy that. But if I'm in con crunch mode, if I've waited to the last minute to do my costume, I don't have time to explore. There's really not room to make mistakes. Whatever I make the first time, sometimes that has to be what I fly with just because of time. I like to be able to make one version and look at it and say, that's not what I had in mind. Let's run that again. I can't do that in con crunch mode, and that really bothers me. And then also after con crunch, I'm tired. By the time I've gotten to con crunch mode, I've already not slept for a couple of days and will not sleep before the con. If I'm lucky, I might just be like, what was it? WonderCon, this past WonderCon 2018, we were crunching so hard to finish those costumes, and ultimately there were still things that we were not done with and just ended up dropping at the end of the night. Maybe got about 2 hours of sleep. 2 hours in 4 days. It changes the whole con experience. I am delirious the next day. I don't remember anything. I don't remember to take pictures, and the pictures that are taken of me, I am dead. I'm a zombie all through here, and that's not cute. My body is surviving off of alley dogs and 5-hour energy drinks, and my heart is like, Tiff, you can't. We can't. So I guess that tip is to just really avoid con crunch at all costs. Be prepared. Plan out your costumes in advance. This is my binder. I'm gonna show you guys how crazy I am about organization. It does help. Even though I tend to still fall behind schedule, I would be lost without my binder. I am really insane about organization. I love label makers and binder dividers, but basically, how do teachers do that? You know, like when teachers read to the class. Bitch. Basically, I have what the costume is when I'm going to build a costume. Like, I might have a work list or different notes and stuff of what literally all the different pieces of the costume, so I know exactly what it is that I'm building. And I like to be pretty detailed. So for this one, this is for Wario and Waluigi, one of the costumes I have coming up. even though their design is the Wario and Waluigi that we know, there are some changes that I'm making. Beanies instead of the hats, making like medallions that have their emblem and their initial on it. So just everything that I need, down to my undergarments, I list it so that I know exactly what I'm going to need. This also really helps with the budgeting. I'm not good at budgeting for cosplay. It's like, you would think that I don't know why I'm like this, but this helps keep me in track. Designs, if there's something specific that I need to detail out. This is really easy, but just to illustrate like what my binder looks like and what type of information that I put in there. So just different costumes that I might plan to do. And then when I do actually complete a costume, this is the one, Luna from Hex Girls. The Batwing backpack that I have on is keeping the costume together. This one, I was like, I'm gonna use a pattern. I'm gonna get fancy. I'm gonna use a pattern. Y'all, why did I buy the pattern? I get home, it was not the plus size pattern. I did not know that they had a pattern, but you also had to get the plus size version. And it was the night before the con. Joann's was closed. There were no other pattern options, so I just had to guess. How do I size up? I'm not a seamstress. There's a way that you're supposed to size up. There are measurements involved. Mine was mostly prayer, and then again, just using this backpack to keep the costume together. It came out cute though. So, but for costumes that I've already completed, it's not a to-do list or anything, but it is. This comes in handy when I need to wear the costume again, rather than going around and looking for all the different pieces and digging around my closet and going, oh, where's the hat? Where's this? What do I wear with this? Are there gloves? Everything is already listed right here. I got my hat, my wig. I even say who my wigs are maintained by. That way, if I need to get something touched up on my wig, I know exactly where I got it from. And my gloves, if I need to replace them, I know that these gloves I picked up in downtown LA, these stockings from downtown LA, and then a picture of me in the costume, I don't know, in case I forget. This is just my little method of keeping things organized and my cosplay life kind of, just in order. It helps a whole lot. So that's my tip on that. So I'm down to my last tip, and I saved this one for last because it's really, really, really important. I will mention it in every cosplay video I ever make. This is for veteran cosplayers, it's for new cosplayers, it's for people that are observing the community and want to join in, it's for people that are just observing and have no interest. If this is your first exposure to cosplay, and if this is the only thing that you take away, I will be satisfied. And that is, cosplay is not consent, period. It doesn't matter who they are cosplaying. It doesn't matter what the costume consists of or how much might be showing or not showing. It doesn't matter what gender they are. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you feel about that character or what sort of connection you feel that you have with that character. Sexually harassing cosplayers, touching them against their will, making them feel uncomfortable, it's disgusting. And you're trash if you do it. And make no mistake, it is sexual harassment. Well, what's inappropriate? I'm at a con. Can't I go in for a hug? You can ask if you can go in for a hug. You don't assume that you can touch anybody. Just because they're in a costume, it doesn't give you permission to do anything. And the sooner that you get that into your head and you start to just really process and accept that you don't have a right to anybody else's body, regardless of what they're wearing or regardless of what cartoon character they look like, we will all be a whole lot better. For my cosplayer friends and new cosplayers or anyone that didn't know, Cosplay Is Not Consent is a movement that started a couple of years ago because cosplayers are being sexually harassed, females and males, and those that are non-gender conforming. It happens to a lot of cosplayers, and it's something that needs to stop. More conventions are becoming aware and they're becoming more dedicated to keeping cosplayers safe. So if you ever find yourself in a position where someone is making you feel uncomfortable or they've done something inappropriate, a lot of these conventions will have safe havens for you, or they'll have someone that you can go to. And I need you to not not be afraid to speak up. I need you to understand that someone doing that to you, they don't have a right to do that no matter what you're wearing, no matter what character you're portraying. That's not okay, and don't ever believe that it is. Don't ever feel that you have to be silent about it. Even if you contact me, like, I don't know what I can do to help. I can help you find answers. I can guide you in the right direction. I'm good at figuring stuff out. I just want to emphasize that being a member of this community, participating in this hobby where we dress up as different characters and people, and that can mean portraying those characters any number of ways. We still have rights to our body, and those need to be honored and respected. That is all that I have for this video. I hope that it was helpful for those that wanted more tips and tricks or just were curious about cosplay. I hope this video was helpful in some sort of way. If you've been on the fence about joining the cosplay community, if you've been wanting to try it out for yourself, please take this as like, you know, come and join us. We've been waiting for you. You've already got a friend in me. I'm already rooting for you. I'm already on your side. You can message me your cosplay progress if you just want opinions on things. I run things by people all the time, and if you need someone, I got you. I just think that our community would be a whole lot better with you in it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for videos weekly. If you want me in your life daily, you can follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on Twitter, and I will be seeing you around. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. I love you.